how do you play with others? So there's a lot of thought, preparation, and technique that goes into playing with other musicians. But I'm going to give you some street smarts right now, some small chunks of knowledge that you can take to your next jam, or even sitting around the house playing with backing tracks. And this is a game of stay away from what the other guitarist is playing. We're going to use a very simple chord structure. When we play with others, we want to make sure we're not what's called stepping on their toes. So stepping on the toes of another musician means playing the same thing that they're playing. So let's get into it. Let's say you're sitting down to jam with someone and they're going to be playing a G chord right here. They have a nice acoustic guitar right there, and they're just going to be going. Why would you do that? They're doing that. Now, if it's a group jam and it's like a group lesson, you're all probably supposed to be like learning the same thing, but it helps you be able to jam with other musicians and make a clear and musical idea by not stepping on them. Because if you got two people doing this, boy, that's going to sound pretty muddy, and actually I will demonstrate for you. 2, 3, 4. There's my other guitarist. Yikes. Yikes. Especially when you're playing the same notes in the same position on a guitar, it just makes any tiny mistake or variation in rhythm sound so much worse. So here's one technique. I'm not going to go crazy on techniques here, but one is to learn your smaller chords called triads down the neck. So you got one guitarist strumming the heck and thrumming and strumming this G chord. You are going to play a D chord. Well, wait, what? How can I play a D chord when they're playing a G chord? You take the D chord and you move it like this. D chord, open position, truly a D. D chord, fret 3, E flat. D chord, fret 4, E. D chord, fret 5, F. D chord, fret 6, F sharp. D chord, fret 7, G. So one person's playing this big old G chord, and and you or someone else is playing this musical little D-shaped triad. 2, 3, 4. Now you see there what I did is I played this D-shaped chord at fret 7. It's truly a G. So you can start to unlock the guitar neck by simply learning how to name and move triads. A triad is a 3-note chord. So, or a 3-voice chord, I should say. So there you go. That is a triad. It is a G chord. So knowing how to play a chord in 3 or 4 different places on the neck is super essential to jamming with other people, but just start with knowing that trick. So that was a G chord here, and then you were doing a small accented triad. Let's do one more. Let's have the song go to a legitimate D chord, okay? So it's gonna go. So what I'm doing now is, once again, one person's already playing that chord, so why would you play it, right? So I'm going to actually be playing the next D chord down the neck. And the next and simplest D chord I'd like to show you is here. String 1 fret 5, string 2 fret 7, and string 3, fret 7. Do not play with your pick. Do not pick any other strings. Just pick those 3 strings. That is a D triad. Now, it's actually born of the shape of A, so you have an A major chord here on the guitar, and we basically would take away the first finger and go A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, and put that first finger on string 1, fret 5. So essentially, it'd be just like using, let's say it's like using a capo, right? It's like capoing fret 5 and making an A chord. But you don't need to do all that. Just take the small movable chord shape to complement the D. Oh, I'll play it again. Alright, so in that case, I just held down that D chord triad. I would call it the A shape. Position 5, we name it after who's the lowest fret we play, fret 5. So I would call it A-shaped chord, fret 5, truly a D. So one guitarist is playing D here, and one guitarist is playing D here. It's just a triad. And you're going to go ahead and play that. When you get good at nice clear tones on that, you're going to put your pinky on string 2, fret 8, while holding your chord down, to make something called a suspension, called a D sus4. Hear the difference? My looper's a little bit loud there. So now what I like to do is just play the whole thing for you. We're just going to play a G to a D here today. Get this video done so it's not crazy long. 2, 3, 4. Alright, there we go. There's the G. And here's your project. We're going to play the little chord versions. Here comes the G. You can start playing accents and arpeggios when we pick that chord with individual notes. That's an arpeggio. You can play accents where you just play the chord quickly and concisely. So your brain is saying D shape, but musically the rules of music are telling you that's at G. Your brain here might be saying a little bit of an A-shaped chord. Your brain's saying A shape, 5th fret. Musically, it's really a D. So this would be using triads or movable chord shapes to be able to play with other musicians in a harmonious and musical way, staying out of their way and adding something to the song that's not just beaten up the same big old open chords that they are. There's a lot more where this came from. I encourage you to look up triad shapes on the guitar and movable chord shapes on the guitar. Learn to name them. Know your guitar neck. Learn the names of the notes on the strings. And just start simple by learning to move that D-shaped chord up and down the neck and name it as you go. See you next time.